He said it so casually, like he was talking about the weather. From now on, your paycheck goes into my account, Mom. You don't need anything anyway. His wife nodded beside him, eyes full of fake concern. It's for your own good. You'll just waste it on unnecessary things. Unnecessary things. That's what they called my independence. I smiled. I even thanked them, because by then I'd already learned that silence terrifies the greedy more than anger ever could. Back then, when he was little, he used to kiss my hand every night, said he'd take care of me when I grew old, said he'd never let anyone hurt me. I believed him. I gave him everything. School, the house he grew up in, the savings his father and I built from nothing. After my husband died, my son became my reason to keep going. But when money enters the room, blood gets thin. It started small. Mom, can you help me with a little loan? Then, we'll pay you back next month. Then, you don't need that car anymore, do you? Soon, I was the guest in my own home. They'd come for dinner every Sunday. She'd criticize my food. He'd borrow my card for something urgent. And I'd smile, a quiet ghost at the edge of their laughter. Until one afternoon, I found my bank app showing 0. That's when I stopped crying. You see, grief is loud. Betrayal isn't. Betrayal is silent, surgical. It cuts slow. And I decided to return the favor, not with rage, but with precision. I started by saying yes to everything. Yes, take the paycheck. Yes, handle the bills. Yes, I'm tired, I'll rest. They thought I'd surrendered. But in the quiet hours, while they were too busy planning my financial safety, I was planning something else entirely. First, I changed my will. Then I transferred my remaining pension and savings not to them, but into a trust. The beneficiary wasn't my son. It was my granddaughter, their daughter, a bright little girl who still looked at me the way her father once did, before greed took him. I also made a call to a lawyer friend, told him to prepare documents for the sale of my house. A month later, the for sale sign went up. My son didn't notice. Why would he? He never came by unless there was food or money. By the time he did notice, everything was already finalized. That Sunday, I called them. Come for dinner, your favorite roast. One last time. When they arrived, I was standing by the table, candles lit, plates set. The air smelled of rosemary and roasted chicken. But behind me, the walls were bare. The furniture gone. Every photo removed. The house was empty. Mom? He said, confused. What's going on? I smiled. You said I don't need anything anyway. His wife's eyes darted around. Where's the TV? The sofa? Sold, I said. The house, too. The new owners move in tomorrow. He blinked. What? I handed him an envelope. Inside, copies of the trust papers, the new will, and the transfer receipt showing my accounts drained. To your daughter, I said softly, not to you. She deserves better. He stammered, You can't do this. I leaned closer. You did this the moment you called my life unnecessary. He screamed then, a sound half rage, half disbelief. His wife cursed me, but I just stood there, calm as a confession. You always said you'd take care of me, I said. Turns out I didn't need you to. They left with nothing but their empty plates and louder silence than I'd ever given them. That night, I sat alone in the kitchen, the last meal in that house. I poured myself a glass of wine and listened to the echo of my own breathing. For the first time in years, it sounded like freedom. I moved into a small apartment by the sea. The pension still comes, but it goes directly into the trust. I live simply, happily. I read, I walk, I cook for myself. And every Sunday, I still roast chicken, but just for me. Sometimes I imagine my son sitting in that empty house, realizing the difference between inheritance and entitlement. And that's enough. Because I didn't destroy him, I just let him face the mirror he built. And that is the purest revenge of all.